Here's some great news for those of you who are monitoring the wins against the Trump administration. And also, when I tell you when you sue, you win and the courts are holding the line. Remember when Donald Trump came in the office and he issued these executive orders against diversity, equity, inclusion, which caused a bunch of grants at the National Institute for Health to be paused and frozen? Well, the state's attorney generals, who I mentioned in my previous videos, are the heroes. The health organizations sued and they won. Several judges, several courts says you cannot revoke grants that are already on their way or already allocated or already won based on culture wars and ideology. It has to be based on science. The Trump administration entered an agreement at the end of the year, which says they have to go through 4 rounds. So the first round, December 29th, out of 528 grants that were on hold, 499 got approved. That's 95% approval. Yay. And there will be more rounds, about 3 more rounds through April, depending on the level of stage those grants are in. And here's the thing, the agreement says the decisions on the grants can only be based on science, not ideology, not culture wars, not because they hate diversity, because they hate trans, because they're anti-COVID research, because they're anti-whatever. No, it has to be based on science. Now, I am JJ Legal. If you don't know me, if you're not already following me, I am in the dockets monitoring the lawsuits filed against the Trump administration and those the Trump administration file against others. I take you beyond the headlines to tell you the extent to which the federal district courts and the judges and the courts are actually holding the line. They're actually holding the Trump administration accountable. I know a lot of people would prefer accountability come in the form of handcuffs, a rap sheet, a perp walk of this administration. That's going to come later on. For now, those that are harmed specifically because their grants are revoked, they are fired, they're deported, they lose their job, they lose opportunities because they are on the other side of the ire of these culture wars. They just want to be made whole. And so when we see these cases when they're made whole, we must celebrate. Now, if you like to follow me, because this is what I do here, I invite you to follow, share this video so more people know my motto: each one teach one. And to make sure that you see these videos, you can give me your email in exchange for a Trump survival guide, which includes know your rights, scripts for whether you see someone being detained, where you can access the dockets and pull the cases and follow along so you be a docket queen like me. And in exchange for email, you can get that at jjlegal.com. Now, this is a community supported site because a lot of the work that I do here is dependent on the support of the community. And so I support you and I appreciate it. You can find out at jjlegal.com/support or look in the pin comment or the pin